Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Srishti. I'm in my second semester studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today, let us discuss a question on projection of planes in the subject Computer Aided Engineering Drawing or CAD. Moving on to the question, a rectangular lamina of 35 into 20 mm side rests on VP with one of its shorter edge in such a way that it is tilted about its resting edge till it appears as a square in the front view. The edge on which it is rested is inclined to HP at 30 degree. Draw its projection and also determine the inclination of the lamina with VP. The first view is that there is a rectangular lamina of 35 mm width and 20 mm height. The first view is above the HP, that is in VP, above the XY line, and it is rotated in such a way that it appears as a square in the second view. And in the third view, an inclination to HP, that is towards VP, is drawn at 30 degree, and the third view is obtained. Here you have to draw its whole projection and also determine the inclination of the lamina with VP. First, we have to draw the XY line. To draw an XY line, you should choose the line style as normal. In any orthographic projection, you should always draw the XY line first. Select angle as 0, enter, and draw the XY line up to the desired length. Let's name this line as XY line. Here, X and Y. Above the XY line rests VP and below it is HP. Now to get the rectangular lamina, we have to select the rectangle option, give the width as 35 mm and height as 20 mm and angle as 0 and press enter. You obtain a rectangular lamina of width 35 mm, height 20 mm, which rests on VP, that is above the XY line. Since this is visible to the users, you have to make it into visible line. Select the rectangular lamina, choose line style and press visible option. Let's name the rectangular lamina A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash. Now let's measure the sides of the rectangular lamina. You can do it using the smart dimension option. You can only measure two sides. You don't have to measure all the sides since opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Now to find the top view of the rectangular lamina, you can project it. You can find the top view by projecting the sides of the rectangular lamina A dash, D dash, and B dash, C dash. You have to do it using the line option. Select normal and drag the line until you touch the XY line. And do the same for the other side. Since the top view will be visible to the viewers, you have to do it in visible line. Select the correct point. So the top view is in the form of a line and is visible to the users. Now let's name the line or label the line A, D, and here it is B, C. Now we got the top view of the rectangular lamina. To get the second view, they have not mentioned anything, but they have told us that the rectangular lamina is rotated until it appears as a square. So let us create a square. You can do this using the rectangle option. Give the width as 20 and height as 20 and angle as 0 and press enter. You can place this rectangle anywhere on the VP and you get the square. So let's just name the square. The naming should be according to the rectangular lamina. So A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash. Now we got the second view. Let us measure one side of the square lamina. Since it's a square, all sides are equal, so measuring only one side is needed. To get the front view of the square lamina, you have to do the same way as the rectangular lamina, but here they have not given us any inclination, but have told us to find inclination of the lamina with VP. So you have to extend one of its projecting line below the XY line too. So let us project B dash, C dash below the XY line. You can do this using line option, normal line. Let us take this and project it downwards and just project it a bit downward until here. But A dash and D dash will be projected only until XY line. Now you have to find the top view of the square lamina. You can obtain it using the arc by center method. Here you have to select a single fixed point and type the radius. The radius is 35 mm. It should be similar to that of the top view of the rectangular lamina. And press enter. And you can cut an arc anyway. Let us trim one side of the arc using trim option to get a proper correct view. Now let's join this to this point to this point using visible option since the top view is visible to the users. Okay, it is done. Let us name the top view. Remember, one of the sides should be fixed, whereas the other we should find it. To find the angle between, press angle between. Select the two lines you want to choose the angle between, and here. The angle between these two lines or the inclination of the lamina with VP is 55 degrees. Now to find the third view, they have told the edge on which it rests is inclined to HP at 30 degrees. So let us draw an inclination line of 30 degree. It should be normal line. Since it is with respect to HP, it should go above VP. Let us do angle 30 degree, press enter, and you can drag it anywhere and to whichever length you want. Let us measure the angle 30 degree. Now to find the third view, you can just do it by selecting the square lamina, moving it using the move option. Make sure the copy button is on so that you don't move the actual one, but you move a copy of it. You can press anywhere and select it on the inclination line. Now to rotate it so that angle side A dash and D dash is on the inclination line. Let us select a fixed point and it is placed. Let us move C dash above the inclination line. We have got the third view, but not the final view. To find the final view, you do it using projecting lines from all corners of the third view and the corner of the top view of the square lamina. Let us extend the D dash line up to D or the XY line. Let us move C dash up to where the alignment indicator shows us. Up to here, let's join this. The same for A dash. Make sure it joins the XY line. Since it is a fixed point, it does not have to be projected below the XY line. B dash, let's extend it up to here. Make sure your alignment indicator is on. Now let us join all the points using the visible line. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, A dash. Now let's name all the corners. A, B, C, and D. Let's make D a bit up, D. Now we have gotten the final or the last view. Now let us finish off this question by using arrowhead of, you can press the line by selecting the arrowhead. You can press the line which you want where the arrowhead should be mentioned and drag it upwards if you want the arrowhead to point downwards. Same goes for here. Let us zoom this in a bit. Okay. Select the arrowhead. Hit option to go back. And the last arrowhead here. This is the final drawing or the last projection. This is the total answer. We have drawn all its projection and also determined the inclination. That is this. So this is the final answer. I hope you liked this video and I hope I helped you with this question. Please do like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.